Today's episode is brought to you by Gustafson and Sons Towing, located at 29 Davis Road in Milanville, Pennsylvania. Gustafson and Sons Towing can handle a variety of services that you may need. Aside from 24-hour towing, they also handle winch outs, long hauls, shed moving, small or medium storage container moving, lockouts, jump starts, emergency roadside fuel delivery, and roadside emergency tire repairs. Got a junk car that you want removed? He'll buy that too and get it off your property. Go ahead and check him out over on Facebook at Gustafson and Sons Towing, on TikTok at Gustafson Sons Towing, or give him a call at 570-280-5890. If your car needs a ride but your wallet doesn't, call Gustafson and Sons Towing, 570-280-5890.
All right, y'all, it's the Nonsense and Deep Thoughts Podcast.
Welcome to the show.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another.
Did you see the fucking dance moves on that guy?
Dude, you suck, because I was going to say, isn't it nice not being able to interrupt Corey? Now you do it.
I know, it was intentional.
So
What
now
is dance moves?
this is going to be a solo episode of Squared Circle Sessions hosted by Justin. He's going to run the whole show.
Bye.
Later.
Later.
That is a cool dance move that dude has, though.
It is.
It's like
it's very doable. It's a
it's
fat
like a
guy dance.
wrestling version of the truffle shuffle. We should see if Jared could put the name Chunk across his belly. That'd be sick. So what's going on, man? How was your day?
Long. Worked
Yeah.
last night. This is my one day off, so I'm trying to not sleep a lot and still try to stay up all night. So it's fun. It's interesting.
Oh, that's terrible. So
Yeah.
you haven't slept at all then?
I slept for like 3 hours, maybe.
Yeah, that's enough.
I think I went to sleep at like 3 and woke up at 6.
You'll survive.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Yep. All right. So I know you really haven't watched everything that you needed to catch up on for this week. Did you watch SmackDown at least?
No, because somebody decided to have a fucking fire that night.
Oh, yeah, but you watched part of it and we didn't.
I watched like 15 minutes of it.
You didn't miss much. So, all right. So we'll go to
I did
Raw.
miss all the Heyman shit though.
The Heyman stuff was incredible. It
And I saw a
definitely-
video on how he got himself to look the way he did.
This is apparently the second time he's done this. Did you know that?
Yes.
He purposely kept himself awake to look disheveled and not shaved, and that's a guy that's committed to his character. So
Yep.
good for him. That's awesome. I think he's a genius. I love that guy. Between him and Triple H, they've got a really good control of going on with this company. So, all right. So we'll skip to Raw then, since you didn't watch much of SmackDown. We already know the SmackDown's kind of turned into the B show lately. There's a lot of stuff going on Raw.
Oh, big news before we move on. You're the one who posted it. I don't know how true it is. Not posted it, shared it. And it was, this guy's suggestion about Raw going to 2 hours.
Yes. Netflix.
How true is that?
January 2025, Monday Night Raw will be going to 2 hours on Netflix. If you are a premium subscriber, you will have ad-free TV for WWE Raw. SmackDown will be changing to a 3-hour program on Fridays. Corey was just talking about this the other night, how it should be SmackDown should be 3 hours on Friday. It's too late to stay up on Monday. So I called my people at Netflix and I made it happen for Corey. That's what happened.
There you go, you crybaby.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's not true at all, but I just want to make them feel like we made a phone call for them and it happened. Because if they listen to us, then I got to make a few more phone calls.
Well, listen, I did see, we have a little runner here. AEW is looking to hire me, apparently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so fuck.
Oh, I deleted that. I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag.
Well, damn. Yeah, Corey had a runner there before.
Did you read the
Apparently
comment
I'm getting
here?
signed by AEW.
This comment here is cool. It said, you said raw. Giggity.
Hey,
hi, Jared.
where the fuck are you, our producer?
He's
How can
watching
you be live and talking to us.
He's watching a nail party. So, ladies, if I'm hoping no ladies are watching this show, but whatever. Robbie, if you're still watching, you can go get your nails did with Jared and whoever else is watching. So,
Jared, we better see pictures of how your nails look.
Look at this. Justin Stevens to head up the creative team at AEW. Wow.
Yeah, see?
What's
and
the
I'm
first
doing
thing
it
you
for
would
free
change?
because they need help.
What was the first thing you'd change over there?
What's the first thing I'd change over there? The Young Bucks and Little Tarzan to be gone.
I thought you don't watch that show, though.
I could make it work. I don't watch it.
You're like a
listen
closet
to a lot of
AEW
it.
guy. That's what it is. You're a closet AEW guy.
No, I just catch up on the wrestling other wrestling podcasts I listen to.
You're like that dude that sits in the closet and eats Twinkies. You sit in the closet and watch AEW when no one's around on your phone.
No, because there's nothing to be ashamed about eating Twinkies.
All right. So did you watch any of Raw?
Broken bits and pieces, but
It's
I
hard
caught
to-
a lot of clips.
Okay. Tell me something you want to talk about because I could go through the thing, but you may not have caught it.
I caught the whole howdy thing.
Okay.
I loved Jey Uso in the beginning.
Oh, that
They
was
can have
cool.
the fireflies back. I'll take mosquitoes,
Give me some
cockroaches.
Yep. You don't want
I
no
don't want
smoke
no
with
heat.
them. I can't wait to discuss his match because it's gonna be that match is loaded for the Money in the Bank match. But
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
yeah. But yeah, guys, we're mostly going to talk about Money in the Bank now because Justin failed to catch up on his homework assignment for the weekend.
I have no. Somebody pay for my Hulu Live.
You cheap bastard. Did you I lost my train of thought. Wow, that's terrible.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah, no, I can't think of what I was going to say though. Holy shit.
I failed to do my homework.
Did you watch the Wyatt the Dallas and
Yes.
Uncle Howdy segment? What did you think of that?
Yes. It's amazing how they took the two different personalities and at the end it was just Howdy. He became Howdy.
Right. I'm confused though. If you watch this, I should have brought I was going to get a picture and I didn't. Someone else is playing Howdy in those vignettes. And here's why I think. One, Howdy's the guy is Howdy's a little heavier, but if you look at his beard, he has like a gray line of beard hair here, and Bo Dallas does not.
Yeah,
Someone else.
Makeup.
But why would they made him heavier too? He looks a little heavier. I wish I brought a picture.
I think that's just the suit. I think their mouth is the same.
I don't know, dude. I just think that beard, that hair, just that one thin defining line.
Oh God, you're feeding into this now.
No.
Into this.
I'm not saying it. No, I'm not saying it.
I know.
I know,
but it's gonna feed that fuel that fucking fire.
I think it'd be really difficult to film that staring at an empty chair. I'm not saying that they couldn't do it, but I think there's somebody there disguised, dressed up. That's why the voices change so much. I don't know. I think it's somebody else sitting there as Uncle Howdy. And when Howdy debuted, he was much thinner walking out to the arena. Bo Dallas is not a heavy set guy. This dude is a lot heavier than Bo Dallas. I think Corey's looking to see if he can find us a picture, so maybe he could pull something up for
I
us,
am
but
too.
there's just that little gray broken, looks like somebody ran a paintbrush across his beard, and it was there last week too, in the same spot. So this person doing the makeup, if it's makeup, is fantastic, unless they filmed it all in one segment and they broke it up into 2 different weeks. But that to me is just, that's somebody else. It's not Bo. I'm not saying that it's Bray, but it looks a lot, unless they're superimposing Bray's image in that, I don't know, to make people think, but to me, it's just not him.
See, I don't think it's any doubt that it's Bo Dallas playing it. The mannerisms and the way he speaks is...
For that segment, I'm telling you, it's somebody else. It's got to be. He looks just too heavy. And I could be completely wrong, but that's my opinion.
I think all the shit he wears is how he puts a heavy look on him.
No, because if you saw when he debuted, he was skinny as a rail. You could see when he was standing there. This guy looks chunky.
So the one thing I kind of took out of that maybe not a lot of people will, is I think it was like right in... that's the same fucking person.
Dude, look at the beard. Bo's beard is longer.
But he's also got the top up here covered up, which looks like it adds length. No. Here is the same.
But what I wish I could point at the screen when I'm showing, because he had that image up. But if you look at Bo's beard on the left here, his beard is so much longer than the guy on the right.
I don't think so.
Oh, it looks a little off-colored.
They make sprays for that.
That's a lot of makeup.
Or baby powder.
I think because even if you look at Uncle Howdy when he first showed up, he had that gray patch there. So, but I think the mask,
if that's makeup, good for them. I'm just saying he looks different.
So early in that interview session, I guess, Howdy started asking him, if I forget where the question went, but he asked him if he believed. And when he said believed, it stuttered and did its little skippy thing. And that just, to me, talking to Bo Dallas, for that to be the word that's emphasized was kind of just something that my little antennas went up.
Yeah, see, look
at the eyes. They're the same.
Look at the little black chin strap that he's got going down between his lip, though. Here on the other side, it's not there. His lips look different, man. I don't know, dude. It's hell of makeup. It's hella makeup. That's all I'm gonna say. Good for them. It's just, maybe that's the reason they're doing this too, is to plant seeds and make people talk about it. I don't know, but it's
the way I look at it when I see Bo talk and when I see Uncle Howdy talk, I'm looking at the mouth. And Bo Dallas has very definitive teeth, and I think Uncle Howdy's is the same. And when you see them both together, it's almost like you can tell it's 2 videos blended together. That's what I'm seeing anyway. I could be wrong. And I mean, maybe it is Bray Wyatt. Who knows?
I doubt it's Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, he's still Uncle Howdy's still thinner than what Bray was.
Yes.
Bray was not a small guy.
Look at Robbie's comment. I'm applying for a job at WWE. We'll get to the bottom of this. You better, dude. So, anyway, I think the way they ended that segment, though, making him become Howdy to bring the 2 characters together, I think that was awesome. I hope that's the end of the talking to each other. I think the raw emotion that this dude's showing in his promos is incredible. It's a lot of credit, well deserved for him. A lot of people think that he's piggybacking off his brother's success, but Bo is actually a very talented human being in this industry, and I think he's going to shine pretty well. And
this, like I said last week, this was all already in the works.
Yeah.
So he's not piggybacking. He was planned to come into this story. It just took a drastic turn.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm interested to see how the other characters start to become introduced
Yeah.
or
So-
explained.
So I have read on a few places that the Wyatt Six are going after people who have done wrong to their families or
Yes.
left their families. So they had pointed out Chad Gable, and then they pointed out Jey Uso, and they pointed out Dominic Mysterio. Take those last two names and tell me what the possibility is of those two getting attacked by the Wyatts.
Jey Uso because of the Fireflies, maybe. Not because of family issues, because he stated it last night in his promo. He left a toxic scumbag leader like Chad Gable. Manipulative. He was being manipulated.
I'll give you mine when you're done with Dom.
Now, Dom, I can see him going after Dom because of the way Dom has treated his father for the past 2.5 years now. Long fucking time now.
So I think the Jey Uso thing, they're not going to go after Jey. I think their first major feud is going to be with the Bloodline when the Roman and Jimmy and Jey are all done with the new Bloodline. Then they're going to go after Solo, and that's going to start to build the faction up to the main event scene where they start. If they push them right into the Roman, Jey, like the heavyweight fighters right now, I think it's just going to do nothing for them. They've got nowhere to go from there. So I think they're going to go after the Bloodline at some point. And with Dominic, they'll definitely go after Dom. Maybe they set their sights on the Judgment Day that's starting to get dismantled too. Who knows?
Oh, that's a whole different conversation for later.
I just think it's a very interesting thing that their first target's Chad Gable. I mean, it's a good way to start mid-card and work your way through, but I could have think of a better way to come in.
Here's the thing with him. He didn't always call Alpha Academy his family.
Mm-mm.
That's recent. That was when the Howdy shit was starting to pop up on the screen. He started calling them his family. So they kind of led the whole way that Gable was going to be the target.
Yeah. So how do you think they bring a sixth person in if they don't bring Alexa back? What do you think they do? We'll spitball this one. Everybody's assuming Alexa's going to be the sixth one, being that you have Nikki Cross there, sister Abigail, obviously, or whatever the hell they're calling her. Because I saw they called her something else the other day, and it wasn't Sister Abigail. That's where I'm thinking they might be saving that for Alexa.
But it is Abigail.
They called her something else.
It may not be Sister Abigail, but I thought the name Abigail was in it.
I'm going to look it up right now because now I'm curious.
Well, the only other smooth fucking Robbie to keep the transition smooth into the family, you would think Braun Strowman.
I would think it would be him.
And they could
call her.
They could make that transition smoothly.
They called her Abby.
Make more sense.
Abby the Witch. So it wasn't Sister Abigail.
Huh. But the fact that I do remember hearing that now. But I think the fact that they said Abby just says that she's Sister Abigail. And Alexa doesn't have to come in as Sister Abigail. She can. She's
Lee's going with where I'm going.
But what? Like, she's already got. Like, Alexa Bliss is Alexa Bliss. She was part of that as Alexa Bliss. She doesn't have to change who she is.
Right. Maybe she was Sister Abigail all along. Who knows? I just love how much that we can talk about this faction. That means they're doing something the right way. So.
100%. They have everybody guessing and thinking.
We should just make this show called the Wyatt 6 Hour. because that's all we tend to really talk about. So let's cut the umbilical cord on this one so we can get some money in the bank, because there's a lot to discuss with that. Let's talk about the Judgment Day first, the stuff that we saw with Finn and with Damian and Rollins. Did you watch any of that stuff?
Yes, I watched that whole segment. That's
Okay.
I knew it was going to go that road. It's the same three that were caught in this little fucking love triangle last year, except the roles were a lot different.
Spiral a little bit. So I really firmly believe, after watching last night, this morning, that Finn and Liv are behind this whole thing.
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going.
I think Finn and Liv are going to be responsible for splitting the Judgment Day up, because it makes sense. Liv was after Rhea's title. Finn was the first ever Universal Champion and hasn't had a belt since, I don't think. So I'm thinking he wants to go after Priest and set up a short feud with Priest. And that's going to make them implode. I mean, he's got the tag team titles now, whoop-de-doo. But I think that's going to start setting the seeds and the wheels in motion for Finn and Damian.
I agree with that. I didn't think that's where you were going with what you were saying there. I can see that though. Like Finn was the plant for the hotel card key.
Yeah.
How it showed back up on Dom and okay.
I mean, took the
I thought you
door.
were going to go to Money in the Bank with that. I think it confirmed Priest is dropping the belt.
Yes, but how? That we'll get into that too, because I have an idea how that's going to go down too.
Finn cost him.
Yes, but I think we might have a dual change. You didn't watch the end of Raw, so you didn't hear the last part.
Yes, I did. I know who won that.
You hear what Drew said?
Yes.
I'm leaving as the World Heavyweight Champion. So I see Finn.
I have a different outlook on this.
I have Finn possibly costing Priest the belt and Drew cashing in on Seth.
Unsuccessfully.
Because of Punk?
Yep.
Always you got punked. We should make a show. You got punked. Oh, wait, wasn't that on MTV?
Money
in the bank.
Heat in the bank.
All right, let's talk about this match, because there are so many people. This match is loaded. You got LA Knight, Andrade, Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Gable. I mean, there's just LA Knight could get it. Jey Uso could get it. My money's going to be on Drew McIntyre, obviously.
Yep.
But imagine, I mean, there's just so many different possibilities. And the problem is you're going to kill someone's momentum. At least two of these guys, their momentum's going to be shot.
Well, Andrade and Gable, I don't think have any.
No.
I think they're going to take some big bumps and do some cool things. You're going to hurt LA Knight and Jey Uso.
But I think Logan Paul's going to come out and screw LA Knight somehow because he pinned him. He pinned him to get into the match. So I think they're going to save them, set up their feud for the U.S. title at SummerSlam. But then you have Jay, was really way up there. Obviously, he's going to be going through his feud with the Bloodline. So you got McIntyre. I mean, he's the only logical choice that's left.
Yeah. Unless they go the route where Punk doesn't screw him out of the title again, he screws him out of the opportunity this time. I think it's more powerful if he goes to cash it in and then Punk fucks him out of it.
It's like, say he takes the case and hits Drew with the case.
Yep.
Knocks him out. This feud is going to be insane.
So that's how I expect that to end. I think Drew's going to win it. If not, I could see it because money, the briefcase has never been cashed in for anything but the world title.
Correct. It's
Correct?
supposed to be for any title, but as far as I know, yeah.
The only thing I could see happening is Logan Paul has refused to wrestle LA Knight.
Yeah.
So I could see LA Knight winning it and forcing Paul to wrestle him. But
yeah, so then you could have it where Punk screws Drew out of the case and LA Knight wins the case and cashes it in on.
yeah,
Okay. I get
but I
that.
still like the idea of Punk screwing
that
McIntyre
was
on the
just
cash.
so. That's just going to turn this into a huge, bigger feud than it already is.
It's going to get
Imagine the
brutal.
heat he'll get, and they're going to be in Toronto, which is typically a loud crowd to begin with.
Oh, I like Lee's comment there. If Jay wins the briefcase, they'll have him cash it in on Gunther. They built that storyline when Jay was getting his solo push and coming up just short or screwed by Jimmy.
Now, do you think they pull? That's a great point, Lee, and I'm glad he said that, because what's one person they're not talking about with this Money in the Bank cash-in?
Gunther.
Cody.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Cody has
because
not
anybody
once,
that came from SmackDown is like, are they really worth putting the belt on?
but do they swerve it and throw everybody a curveball and give this briefcase to somebody that's going to set their sights on Rhodes?
Who's gonna?
I don't know.
Andrade, no.
No, I'm
LA
just saying.
Knight, maybe.
Maybe, but I don't think so. He's too tied up with Logan Paul right now.
If you're talking about nobody on SmackDown is worthy of going and getting the briefcase and challenging Cody, what if someone from Raw wins it and they're using it to push that person over to the SmackDown brand?
I would say yes if Jay wasn't drafted to Raw. And I'm going Jay specifically there, because
Yeah,
that
but
would
that'd
be the only one that would make sense.
Be perfect situation to move Jay back to SmackDown, though, so he can get back in this bloodline shit. You got to force
And then you
someone
could
out.
separate the bloodline from the Wyatt.
There you go. He's now safe from the Fireflies. I love when you try to think. I see smoke coming out of your ears.
Sorry. Awesome. I'll try not to do that on screen.
No, it's all right. It's all right. They're saving Cody for Seth or Punk. I think they're going to have this Punk, Seth, Drew feud go through Mania. It's going to be a triple threat. I really do believe that. I think 6
And
months
I
from
think
now,
the belt's going to be on one of them then.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's going to have to be. It's going to have to be. So, all right. We're about at the halfway point. Corey, you got a bill to pay, and then you want to come out and make an announcement for us about what we talked about today, and then we'll finish up these matches.
Tonight's show is sponsored by Queen Bee Cleaning Company. Queen Bee Cleaning Company services Wayne County and the surrounding areas within a 1-hour radius. Their services include residential cleaning, commercial cleanings, post-construction cleanups, move-ins and move-outs. Yes, they do the packing and cleaning for you. Real estate cleanings, deep cleans, event cleanups, window cleaning, interior, exterior, and screens, junk removal, and boat detailing. Yes, you heard that right, boat detailing. You can hire them weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, one-time jobs as needed. It doesn't matter. They offer all natural cleaning options as well using chemical-safe products. All estimates are free. When you need to find a cleaning company, think Queen Bee, because when your environment is clean, you feel happy, motivated, and healthy. To contact them for all of your cleaning needs, call 570-229-3959 or email them at qbcleaningcompany@gmail.com.
Fuck.
Whoa.
I got Kylo Ren.
Damn. That's awesome.
Star Wars Oreos.
Neat. I think that's really cool. I'm happy for you. So anyway, guys, what Aaron is referring to is for those of you who came to the baseball game only for it to get washed out this past Saturday, or if you decided not to go because you knew it would be rained out. Here's the deal. The game has been moved. Well, our game date has been moved to August 3rd. So if you had tickets with us, check your email. You will be getting a replacement ticket as of tomorrow. If that date does not work for you, make sure you contact Mike Harvey, who the email would be from. Let him know that you need a different date and you can reschedule yourself for whatever date works for you. But us as a group, NDT, Day at the Ballpark, try number 2 is going to be August 3rd. It is a day game that Saturday, 1 p.m. start time, 1:05 start time. Yes?
1 p.m.
1 p.m. I thought you were telling me to hold on.
What's up, brother?
Brother.
So our man Aaron will be getting his shot again at singing the national anthem. It is Country Day at the Ballpark. I don't know what that means. I just know that that's what it is. So make sure you're checking your emails. Get
You
your
better
tickets.
be wearing a cowboy hat, Aaron.
It should be just
first-
be right there in your Ticketmaster, guys. That's what I was told anyway. That's how it works. You'll have the tickets automatically. So yeah, should be good time. You said number 2, Judy.
The first 2,000 fans that come to the gate get a Scranton Wilkes-Barre Railriders cowboy hat.
Really?
Well, guess we're waiting in line again, boys.
Cowboy hats. Woo!
Corey, just do me a favor. Make sure you pee this time before we get in line.
Yeah, I'm gonna pee. I was just standing there. Not like I pissed myself and let it roll down my legs. I didn't wear one of those cool little fucking catheter packs or something. I was good.
Take number
I was a
2.
big boy. Take number 2.
Let's get it right this time. No fireworks, but
Well, hopefully no rain also.
I
So,
could get. Listen, I'll pass. I'll trade the rain for the fireworks any day.
That's gonna
No
be a
rain,
long,
yeah.
fun day, though.
Yeah.
Long, fun day. Baseball game. Aaron sings the national anthem. SummerSlam.
And for those of you who don't like wrestling, fuck you, first of all. But it's the start of the Wayne County Fair.
yeah, I heard that too. So I heard some people may not be able to make it, but if that's the case, it's the fair's for a full week, guys.
10
Come on.
days, bitches. Come on.
Get over it. Get over it. Go another day.
It's going to rain
another
at the fair.
day.
Only one baseball game.
One baseball game. You better make it out to it. That's all I'm saying.
It's awesome. I'm excited again.
Yeah.
Or don't. They made money off of you anyway, so.
It's a true story.
Yeah,
But
but
those
guys,
of you-
also you can catch us down at Sidewalk Sales. That's coming up in Honesdale soon. The 18, 19, 20.
Yes.
July 18th, 19th, and 20th.
Yes.
We will be setting up shop at some point. Nothing guaranteed yet, but we are going to be setting up at some point down in Dragon's Den Games and Hobbies. Stop in, check things out in the shop, check out what we're doing, what we got going on. We might have something planned, and maybe get a shirt from us or two. Could be a good idea.
They're cool shirts.
They're cool shirts. All right. So what are you guys moving on to?
$1 million, though.
Yeah, that's all. It's a very cheap shit, man. So you got some AEW news for us, Justin, I heard. Yeah.
I said, what?
You're going to tell us all about the AEW that happened this past weekend, right? Wasn't there a pay-per-view or something?
I think there was.
NDT Dunk Tank. Ha! That would be fun.
That would be cool.
I don't know if I could hop up onto the goddamn platform over and over again, though.
They have one. You can get a little step stool down there.
Yeah. Could be fun. All right, on to the next topics, guys. Let's keep it rolling.
Thank God, no AEW.
Women's Money in the Bank match. Go.
Meh.
I know.
I don't think there'll be any surprise when Tiffy wins.
Io Sky.
Again?
Mhm.
Why? Because they mentioned it last night that she'd
Just
only be the second person ever to do it 2 times in a row.
That and just because you want Tiffany to win.
I do want Tiffy to win.
Why do you want her to win?
She's the fucking hottest one on SmackDown.
Doesn't
She's
mean
the
she knows
hottest
how
one
to
in the
wrestle.
match. And she's super athletic.
By athletic, you mean limber.
Yes. Limber. She cashes in. She wins the title and has to go up against Nia. Her new bud.
Nia kills her. Justin cries.
I think
That's it.
the cash in is on Nia at some point because they build a feud.
They're gonna have, someone's gonna have to cash in on her with some assistance because realistically, no one's beating that monster of a person.
Right. So that's why I think Tiffy wins it. She hangs with Nia for a while. Say I don't know Dana Brooks, but I think
You don't remember Dana Brooke?
no.
When you call yourself
I'll
a
have
fan.
to do some Google research.
Kind of looks like her. You'd fall in love with her too.
But no, see, I think Tiffy's super athletic. Like just the things she can do. And she's fairly new.
Uh-huh.
Right? She's only been in the business probably as long as Jade Cargill. And I would put Tiffy probably 10 steps ahead of fucking Cargill.
Okay.
I think she plays her character perfectly, probably because it's her actual personality. I don't know her. I don't know. She does seem like that type, though. But, like, she feeds into the crowd, and I don't know. I like her as a character and what she can do in the ring.
I think she wins, too. I'm just not a big fan right now. I'm not. But
I wasn't. It's just recently that she's grown on me to see how she reacts with the fans.
Yeah.
And just feeds their fucking hate towards her. I think that's great. But other than that, that's a boring match. I think you're gonna see. Oh Jesus! I think you're gonna see Zoe take a couple monster fucking bumps again. I thought she damn near broke herself in half last year. Landed on that ladder and it didn't fucking bend.
I know this is such a long shot, but how weird would it be if they had Jey Uso and Naomi win the cases?
Is Naomi in that match? I didn't even know that.
That's how much you're interested in this fucking pay-per-view. Yes. Why would I say that? Why would I say that?
That would be interesting.
Right? For husband and wife having the Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank?
No. Wrong.
What?
Jimmy is married to her.
Oh, that's
true.
right. I forgot. It's the wrong Samoan.
Thank you, fact checker.
I digress.
Hey, you're better at this than CNN.
Thank you, Mr. Biden.
Congratulations, you told the facts.
Because I'm wild, yeah.
I can't believe I missed that. That's right. I forgot he's married to the other one. Never mind. Or she's married to Jimmy Uso.
Like and subscribe.
I think he shows up at Money in the Bank.
To do what?
Cost the Bloodline in their match against Orton, Owens, and Rhodes. Because right now that's 4-on-3. You're gonna have one outside.
Yeah, one's not playing, but I think the Bloodline's gonna win that match. You can't beat them now. It's too soon. No way. It's going to be a dirty finish. They're not going to have a clean win. There's two things that could happen. Orton's going to turn on Cody and just blow the whole thing up, or the Bloodline is just going to pull some shady shit like they always do, and they're going to beat those three guys. There's no way. No way they win that match.
That's why I was saying I think Jimmy gets involved. Because it's already going to be 4-on-3. You know the fourth one's going to be out there at some point. And
I'm going to use Corey's favorite term. For the long-term storytelling, you can't let them lose their first match as a group like this. Nope.
They have too much power in that faction. And with the buildup of Jacob Fatu, with the way they just put him up on a fucking pedestal with that entrance, him going through Rhodes through the table, that's going to be a tough sell.
Unless Justin's right and Fatu's a plant and they do that and swerve it where Fatu costs the Bloodline.
I think it's too early for that.
Right. That's why I think it's too early to lose their first match. Corey, you might as well just stay out here. Where are you going?
I was going
To
to run
those-
and hide and let you
Losing
guys
to
talk.
those 3 isn't a bad loss.
No, but it's going to kill your momentum. You're trying to build these guys up to take on the original bloodline, and you're going to have them lose already?
That's
Now,
why I say I think Jimmy gets involved.
Is everybody getting ahead of themselves with thinking that they're going to go up against the OG bloodline, or
That's
do you really like? Do
no
you
doubt.
like? Could it just be Roman comes back and reclaims his place?
No
No,
way.
it's too big, especially when Solo came out last week and said that Roman's not coming back.
When not even that, when they power bombed Heyman through that table on SmackDown, that was it. Roman's coming back to free his wise men. And Heyman even saying, "You are not my tribal chief." This bloodline is he's gonna come back. Roman's gonna claim his spot at the head of the table. And I like what Lee just said. They're gonna screw something up. But Roman is going to come back at SummerSlam and cost the bloodline their match. I don't think Heyman brings Lesnar back in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lee, that's definitely fantasy booking. I've seen that a lot online, where they're saying, "Oh, now that Heyman's out of the bloodline, he should bring Lesnar back," or they were expecting to see Lesnar come back. I don't see it. I see it just he's gonna take some time out, recuperate, and come back with Roman.
Yeah,
I think that's what happens.
Yep, he might show up a couple of weeks.
Or
Oh boy, here we go.
you hear randomly at some point in the future, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman." And then you hear cult of personality.
There's
I
no
don't know.
CM Punk is too busy with Drew McIntyre.
That's a big swerve. And CM Punk doesn't need him right now.
No,
I don't think
You're
CM
gonna-
Punk needs him.
the only person on the outside of these factions that would work coming back into this is Sami Zayn. He was part of the OG bloodline. Sami is the only
There's-
other person.
There's
that
talks
would
of
make sense.
there's talks of Zilla coming too. What's it? Zilla
Well, Zilla
Fatu?
Fatu's on his way. That's Rikishi's
He's
kid,
already
or
signed.
Umaga's son.
Umaga.
Umaga's son. Yeah.
Right. So they're saying that that's the last member. Like it's not going to be Sammy.
Or is it?
That's okay.
If Sammy
gonna
if
be-
Sammy loses the title to Breaker, I know you guys are going to go crazy saying now he's going back.
He's
to the
he's
bloodline.
gonna lose to Breaker, first of
Yes, I think so too.
No doubt.
all.
Now that
So
we covered that match.
we'll get back to that.
break it down. Breaker
Yeah,
breaks
break it
him.
down.
So Jacob's the plant. We'll stick with that. Because Zilla's gonna end up, I think, with Solo. Because the only one in that family to be scared of aside from Roman and Rock is Jacob Fatu. And he's already fucking proven that. So he's the plant. He goes with OG. You got Zilla, Solo, the Tongans, and Rock. That's 5. OG, all you would have is Roman, Jacob, Jimmy, and Jay. You still need Sammy. And War Games is 5-on-5, right?
Yes, but don't Jacob is going to be on the new bloodline. He's not going to be an OG player. So you still have the Usos and Roman. So there's your 3 with Sammy. There's going to be
And
a
Zilla.
swerve who that I don't see how they can bring him into the original bloodline if he's brand new. It doesn't.
Well,
make
that's why
any
then I
sense.
say Jacob Fatu, being Roman's plant that he sent, joins the OG bloodline because Roman sent him in.
I don't know. I have a hard time wrapping my mind around that. I understand completely, but I just have a hard time wrapping my mind around saying he's in the OG bloodline when he's a brand new person.
No one's calling it the OG bloodline though. I think that's his
Well,
argument there. And
It's gonna be
you
the
know,
bloodline versus the original bloodline.
Justin, well, it's going to be leader against leader is what it's going to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be the original bloodline versus the new bloodline.
But when it comes
Right.
when it comes
When
to
you put
War
Rock-
Games, there's gonna be
5-on-5.
it has to be there has to be a differentiation.
But I see Justin's point with Fatu being the plant because of the way the brothers looked at him.
Right. And I brought that up last week, and I agree with you. I just don't know if it's going to fit. I don't know. Maybe I'm dissecting this too hard.
I mean, because if you have Rock, Jacob Fatu, and Solo, those are 3 fucking monsters. And then you have Roman and the Usos. Like,
So do you? Here's my thing. Okay, with this old and new and all that stuff. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't really know. But to me, if you have a new guy come in like Zilla, and he acknowledges Roman instead of Solo, like all the other new ones did, don't you think that kind of gives a little more power to Roman? That he acknowledges the former tribal chief, the true tribal chief, like he knows what's going on. I feel like that could bring more power to him.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a real wrestling fan.
or
You're getting there.
The Rock is playing Solo, filling Solo's head with bullshit, getting him to bring in everybody Rock wants there, and then they
Solo
turn on
transitions
Solo.
back. The Solo transitions back.
And the War Games is
And Fatu is the new tribal
Tonga,
chief.
Zilla, and Jacob versus Solo, Roman, the Usos, and Sammy. I like that one.
I don't see Sammy fitting in with this. I don't.
Sammy's an original member of the bloodline.
OG. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. Not in this. I just don't see it happening.
I do 100%. Okay. And I think the Wyatts help with it in some way.
That I don't know.
They're all about family.
Yeah, they're all about family. But family. I could see them bringing.
So
Jay
if Roman
back,
comes back and they go after him,
I don't know,
and they correct his wrongdoings or whatever, play with his fucking mind like they do. I don't know, man. I don't know. Whatever. But you have to Sammy is the bloodline was its best when Sammy was in it.
He's so funny. You gonna watch his comedy special on Thursday?
He has a comedy special?
Yeah. He's got a comedy special.
100%
I don't know if it's be on TV, but it's gonna be on he's gonna be performing at some venue up there in Toronto Thursday night. His very first comedy act.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
if Sami Zayn the comedian.
If you can make Roman Reigns break character in the ring, he's a funny dude.
Because he's not feeling very oozy.
I
hope R-Truth. I hope Ron goes in.
He's another one.
Stand up too. That would be fantastic.
He used to rap, right? He's he opened up for I want to say Tupac.
Did he really? What? I don't know that. No idea.
Yeah, he used to rap.
He raps on his fucking entrance.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Nerd.
Darth Vader.
Anywho, fucking Aaron just chomping away live on stream.
Since we kind of covered it.
You guys are talking. I got to make sure I keep my blood sugar up,
0 fucks.
Since we kind of hit on it.
These are funny.
Sammy.
Breaker.
Ron Breaker.
The segment last night match already
was fantastic.
What?
The segment last night with Sammy and Braun was fantastic.
I saw someone made a remake of that when he ran to hit Sammy in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and when he hit the steps, all the rings came flying out. I was dying.
Perfect.
That was funny.
Yep.
So I already gave away my pick on that match. I think it's going to be a fantastic match, though.
Breaker's going to win.
Yeah.
Sammy's going to kick out a bunch and make Breaker be like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. He's gonna push Breaker. It's going to be a long match. And Sammy's going to get some in on Breaker. And he's going to earn it, but he's definitely walking away with that belt.
This match is going to show that Breaker can work and do more than a 30 to 60 second match where he just annihilates someone. This one's going to prove he belongs. Yeah, it's been getting better and better the last couple of matches. This one's
The
going to
first time they let him run the ropes and then do that top rope Frankensteiner, I was like, all right, they're letting the kid do what he can do because that kid's a fucking athlete.
Yeah.
And when I listened to him talk last night, I heard so much of his fucking dad.
I heard his uncle.
It was like it was a weird combination.
Yeah, I heard Big Papa Pump.
But I was like, oh my God, he's definitely a Steiner.
Yep. 100%. I want to watch that special too. The one on the Steiner brothers.
All right, so here's the $1 million question. There's only 5 matches, so you know the Money in the Bank matches are going to go a long way. But predict the opening match and what closes the show.
Opening match is going to be the men's Money in the Bank.
You think?
So Drew can cash it in.
Okay.
The main event's going to be the 6-man tag.
I don't know all the. I think Intercontinental Championship's going to start it. They're going to fire people up with that. I think they're going to let Breaker do his thing to start it off. Title's going to change hands. It's going to get the energy going through the roof in that place.
Yep. I think they're going to do Intercontinental title. I think then.
Here's one thing I didn't think about. We keep saying Breaker's going to win, Breaker's going to win, Breaker's going to win. They're in Toronto.
So what?
They're in Zayn territory.
They fucked him the last time when he was up there fighting Roman. They don't give a shit about Sami Zayn in Canada. Look what they did to Drew in Scotland. That means shit.
That's so much better. So much better for Braun to take that belt from him in Toronto.
Get the heat on him.
Just imagine. That's definitely going to be the first match. Imagine the reaction for all that. That's going to be nuts. But
so I think
match, I don't know.
How cool would it be if you're going to have a main event?
Oh, you imagine that? You're going to have them go first, though. Second is probably going to be Priest and Rollins. Then I would go with the women's Money in the Bank match, the men's Money in the Bank match, and then the Bloodline with RKO and Cody.
Well, you can't have Priest and Rollins go before the men's Money in the Bank if you have Drew cashing it in.
No, I don't think he's going to cash it in right away. But
I do.
I also don't see the World Heavyweight Championship.
Wins it, he guaranteed he was going to.
Yeah, he straight up said at the end of Raw last night, I'm gonna win the Money in the Bank contract, and I'm gonna leave Toronto as the World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't think he's gonna win anyway. I don't think he's gonna win. I think Kaiser's gonna win, and I think he's gonna cash in on Gunther.
What?
Yeah, wild card. Anyway,
very interesting take.
Explain. No, you can't just anyway that.
Why not?
You have to. I'm not saying it's a bad call. It's your opinion, but why do you say that?
Future book here, fantasy book.
Well, because he's part of the same faction, and that faction's going nowhere. They already started to break it down when they took what's his name out. See, I don't even remember his name. Giovanni, right? Is that his name? Yeah. They took him out, so now it's just Kaiser and Gunther. I think he wins. I think he cashes in on Gunther, and I think Gunther whoops his ass, and then that's the end of fucking Imperium. It's going to be a failed Money in the Bank cash-in.
I don't think they waste a briefcase like that, but it's a really interesting take.
It is.
Why not?
I like to take. It's just.
I want to be different.
Do you work for WWE and you got them to change the time for Raw on Netflix?
You know what happened the next day.
Are you telling us what's going to happen?
No. I'm not.
So back to our match predictions here and how we think it's going to lay out. I think starting with the Intercontinental title, if you're going to change hands, that's a 50-50 chance the crowd is just done after that then.
There's a 50-50 chance in all these matches.
I know, but you're taking the title off of Sami Zayn. And yeah, you're getting heat on Breaker, and that's kind of the point. But if you do that
they might shit all over the rest of the PLE.
Yeah. So I don't know if that goes first, if he's going to drop the belt. If it's first, he doesn't drop it. Because then that place will be crazy the rest of the
but like you
night.
said, they don't care about that.
They care about how the fans are going to react.
They didn't in Scotland.
Yeah, they
because
really
it was
gave
the
a
main
shit.
event and they had no show to ruin after it.
I see what Justin's. I see what you're both
I
saying.
do see what he's saying too, but I mean, I just don't. I don't think they give two
Like
flying
you
fucks at this
don't
point.
want to do something that's going to piss off the crowd to start the fucking show, because then they're literally just going to shit on.
Those people are gonna watch again anyway. They don't care.
Right, but for the rest of the night, you're chancing a silent fucking crowd. You're
That
you're
crowd ain't gonna
chancing
be silent.
AEW sound. That's what you're chancing.
No, I think even if they're pissed off, that crowd's gonna be fucking electric. They're gonna be crazy. I think they're gonna be even crazier if he loses.
It's a dangerous proposition to put that match first if you're gonna drop the belt. That's all I'm saying. And I don't see that going first. I see that being right before the main event.
And then the men's ladder match.
Because I don't think the main event's going to have a lot of...
And then the women's match, and then the title match. And then the cash-in. What you think is the cash-in?
So, I think they start with the men's. I'm going to stick with that. Then you have your fucking popcorn match, which could be the 6-man tag.
Yeah.
So I think you have the men's match, the 6-man tag, the women's match, the Intercontinental match, and then you main event with Priest and Rollins with Drew cashing in.
All right. I could get behind that too.
And I think Finn costs Priest the title. Unintentionally.
I think so too, but it may not even be in the Rollins aspect. He may come down to start jumping Rollins. The next thing you know, fucking McIntyre comes out and
unintentionally
Finn gets in the way.
Yeah, maybe.
Some way or another, Finn costs Damian. But
yeah, I don't know.
That's my prediction of the layout of the matches.
I like that we're just predicting the order of the matches now.
It's fun. You could probably make bets on that.
You absolutely can. I'm still baffled that they do betting on stuff like this.
That's what happens.
I would never put money on it.
Oh, Bloodline match. Failed cash in on Cody due to Bloodline stoppage.
Who cashes in on Cody?
Yeah, that's what we were trying to figure out. I don't think anybody wants to cash in on him right now. There's no plans for that.
Carmelo.
I forgot he was in that match.
Yeah.
He's the last one. Carmelo Hayes. I forgot about it too.
Yeah.
We talked about the other 5.
Because you couldn't see him. He's shorter than
They
Chad
tried
Gable.
to push him so hard from the beginning, and he's just forgotten.
Yeah.
I feel so bad because in NXT, he was pretty fucking good.
I don't know, man. That's why you guys don't like the Cruiserweight division, but that's why I say it needs to exist, because you got these little motherfuckers who cannot, you cannot see them winning against these big dudes. I just can't. I can't. Like, I understand it's all scripted and stuff, but don't you still want it to be a little believable? Like, I feel like I want it to be a little
Carmelo
believable.
Hayes beating Sami Zayn, brother.
Like, imagine him going up against fucking what's his name? Braun Strowman. I fucking can't.
Listen, Chad Gable beat Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Sheamus and Braun Strowman last week.
No, it was Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed. Like, that's gonna. I'm still pissed about that. He beat Bronson Reed with a freaking moonsault. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You mean to tell me? Ain't no way. Anywho, you guys got anything else?
It's all make believe.
Okay.
One more thing. So we're talking about throwing a question out there. So being that it's Money in the Bank, Corey, feel free to give us your answer too. Your favorite all-time cash-in. Which one was it?
I don't know.
Seth Rollins.
At Mania with Roman and Brock?
Yep. Or
I
he
have
came
two.
at.
I had two. I had a hard time deciding this one. I loved when Ziggler cashed in on Alberto Del Rio because the pop was insane. And my second favorite one was when Kane cashed in on Rey Mysterio and just threw him up like a rag doll, just gave him the tombstone, and it was over.
I think Rollins cashing is second. I hate the guy now, but Dean Ambrose, his cash in to get the three of them in the ring at the same time.
And they were all champ the same night. All three members of the Shield were champ.
That is pretty neat.
I just saw 5 minutes of each other.
I just saw a video on that the other day. That was pretty cool.
That was awesome when that happened.
I thought that's where you were going when you said you had two. I was like, oh shit, I forgot that one.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's ever been another immediate cash in like that. I think Ambrose was the first one, if I remember correctly.
So it all makes sense for it to happen this week, because who was there the only time it's ever happened?
And who?
Seth Rollins.
And who did it get cashed in on?
Seth Rollins.
Number 2.
That's happening.
You just said number 2.
That's done now.
Dookie.
Fucking guys.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck you, Corey.
Yeah,
all right. I was tame tonight.
Corey, what was your favorite?
I don't have
of the
one.
ones you kind of have seen, or how long's Money in the Bank been going on?
Oh God,
the Priest one, because it's the only one I remember watching myself.
It's your favorite one. That's a good one. That was a good one. I was up there. I liked it.
It's
just because of what Punk had to do with it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right. Well,
I almost forgot he had the fucking briefcase too, because he had stopped carrying it around with him.
Yeah.
So
Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, when it goes
how
to
cool
Netflix,
is it going to be on
Seth fucking Rollins?
Oh.
I'm just going to say that. I saw that video last night. How cool is it going to be January 25 when you hear Seth fucking Rollins?
Crazy shit.
I'll
laugh my ass off if that happens.
I love that Hulu doesn't censor the background noise out in the WWE stuff. So like today I was watching, you could hear the crowd chanting, holy shit. It was awesome. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, on Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, we will be live with the gaming show. This week, we're going to touch on one of my favorite series, the Final Fantasy series, and we're going to talk a little bit of game news and notes and shit like that. Make sure you... anything else, you guys?
No.
Did you mute him? He muted you halfway through your announcement.
No, I muted him right at the end.
All I heard was, this is what it sounded like.
No,
we are going to talk about the final. That's what it was.
No, I do need to ask you about the title of that podcast, though. I've never played Final Fantasy. Is that a character?
A chocobo is a giant chicken bird.
Oh,
it's just a giant.
I like it.
It's like an ostrich. Anywho, we'll see you guys next time. Later.